I am Crystal Monet of Crystalis Creations, and today I will be showing you how I made this Patina Tumbler with a country feel. I absolutely love how this tumbler turned out. I will admit I got this idea from two of my favorite tumbler artists, Jessica Flynn of Flynn Sisters Boutique and Kelly Norris of Dixie Darlings. If you would like to see how I make this tumbler, stay tuned. We are starting off with a fully prepped and sanded cup that I have spray painted with Rustoleum's 2-time paint and primer in the color Espresso. I then have a chip brush that I am dipping into my patina paste in the color blue. I purchased the paste from Amazon. I will have the links to the paste in the description. A chip brush you can get from Amazon, your local hardware store, or Walmart. It's just a cheap dollar paintbrush. I am taking this brush and dipping it into the paste and just painting it over different areas of the cup. I want to get almost like an aged look. And so again, you see me just painting the paste in different areas. And I will keep doing this until I get the look I am desiring. Now that I have the desired look from the blue patina paste, I am dipping a smaller chip brush into the gold paste, and I am just painting random areas around the cup. Again, we're trying to achieve a sort of aged look. Don't put too much thought into it. Just paint it wherever you feel the gold paint should go. Here I am taking some Mod Podge and a cheap flat paintbrush, and this is what I am using to adhere the gold flakes to the cup. You can make your gold flakes, that whole area, smaller. However, I do love the way that this turned out. There were some areas where were a little bit more difficult than others when in getting the flakes to lay flat, but I was able to just go back and do touch-ups to give it that look I was looking for. After about an hour, I did 2 coats of DIY's Fast Set Epoxy before moving on to this next step. I am now taping off sections of the cup. I want to block off the areas that I do not want spray paint to be, because we are going to spray paint the areas where the decal will go. So I'm just making sure that all of the unexposed areas are covered before going in with our first layer of spray paint. Here I am measuring the exposed area where I am going to spray paint and later put my decal. I want to make sure that I have enough space so that when we go to rough up the painted sections, I will still have enough space for my decal to fit. You want to measure twice, cut once. It's easier to do this now than do it later. As you see, My area was a little larger than I wanted it to originally be. In hindsight, I could have left the area bigger. However, it worked out in the end. After taping off the sections, I first went in with Rustoleum's 2-time flat black spray paint. I allowed that to dry for 45 minutes and then spray painted over the black with the white Rustoleum flat spray paint. I am now removing the tape from around my painted section so that we can move on to roughing up the spray paint to get rid of the harsh lines. We are now going to take an old rag, some acetone, and alcohol to get rid of those harsh lines. The acetone will help remove the paint faster. The alcohol will help remove the paint slower. Please, 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 take it from me, wear gloves when doing this process. Your hands and nails will thank you later. So I am just taking the acetone and rubbing around the edges of the spray painted sections. I will use the alcohol to help clean it up a little bit. I will also use both acetone and alcohol at times just to help get the edges a little bit more jagged and get the look that I am going for. Going in with DIY's epoxy. I am doing 2 coats of epoxy before going into sanding and adding my decal. I will have a coupon code for 10% off listed in the description if you would like to try their fast set and their regular epoxy. So we are epoxying this tumbler and then we will hit it with a torch to get rid of any bubbles. After allowing the epoxy to cure 8 to 12 hours, I then sanded the cup by exposing a thin layer of rim around the tumbler and hitting any bumpy areas around the cup. I then took it to the sink and washed it with dish soap and water. This is a water slide that I've decided to use. I will have it linked in the comments. I am using warm temperature water and I am wetting the cup before laying down the decal. I'm allowing the decal to sit in the water until it is pliable and it easily removes from the backing. You will see me just making sure it slides off easily, and then I will take a paper towel, dip it in the water to help smooth it out a little bit more. We want to remove any wrinkles and any water that may be under the decal. I am then taking this silicone makeup tool. You can get this from your local dollar store. I'm sure Walmart may have it, and even Amazon. That helps to also remove any excess water from under the decal. And so we will continue doing this until all of the water is out from under the water slide and it looks nice to our eye. I am then taking a dry paper towel, again, just to ensure that all of the water is from under the water slide and to make sure it is laying down smoothly. After this, I will allow the cup to dry for at least 2 hours before going in with our final layers of epoxy. Now that our water slide has dried for 2 hours, we are going in with our final layers of epoxy. Again, I'm using DIY's epoxy. It is my epoxy of choice, but we will just give this 2 good coats, making sure to hit it with a heat torch after each coat and allowing each coat to dry 8 to 12 hours. And then we are done with our tumbler. This is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.